The silent language of love is often misunderstood. Many believe it's about grand gestures, poetic words, and extravagant gifts. But when a man truly loves from the heart, his love speaks in ways that words cannot capture. This kind of love isn't loud. It's not boastful. It doesn't need validation from the world. Instead, it's found in the quiet moments. The way he watches over you when you're asleep, the way he remembers the smallest details about you, or how he protects your peace even when you're unaware. A man who loves from the heart doesn't just show affection. He becomes a source of safety, strength, and unwavering commitment. His love is seen in his patience, his selflessness, and in the way he supports your dreams as if they were his own. But in today's fast-moving world, where distractions are everywhere, it's easy to mistake fleeting passion for deep love. Many people chase the thrill of affection without recognizing the silent, steady power of true devotion. That's why understanding how a man expresses genuine love is so important. It helps separate temporary emotions from lifelong commitment. So what exactly does a man do when he loves from the depths of his heart? It's not just about what he says, but how he acts. It's in the way he prioritizes you, protects you emotionally, and remains by your side during the toughest moments. A man in love is not perfect, but his intentions are clear. He doesn't make excuses, he makes an effort. He doesn't just promise forever, he proves it every single day. In this video, we're going to reveal 7 undeniable signs that a man loves from the heart. These are not just words or temporary feelings, but deep, lasting actions that show his true devotion. Whether you're in a relationship or trying to understand the depth of a man's love, these signs will help you see beyond the surface. Because at the end of the day, love is not about what sounds good. It's about what stands the test of time. Now let's dive into the 7 things men do when they love from the heart. Number 1, he listens with his soul. Love isn't just about saying the right words. It's about truly hearing and understanding the other person. When a man loves from the heart, he doesn't just listen with his ears. He listens with his soul. His attention is not passive or surface level. He is fully present, absorbing every word, every emotion, and every unspoken thought. The difference between hearing and listening. Most people hear words, but very few truly listen. There's a significant difference between the two. Hearing is biological. It happens naturally when sound enters your ears. But listening requires effort, presence, and genuine interest. It's about understanding not only what is being said, but also what is being felt. A man who loves deeply doesn't just listen because it's polite. He listens because he cares. He's not waiting for his turn to speak or formulating a response while you're still talking. Instead, he's focused on understanding you, feeling your emotions, and truly seeing you for who you are. He remembers the little things. A man who listens with his soul doesn't forget the details. He remembers the stories you told him about your childhood, the way your voice changes when you're excited, and the little habits that make you unique. He doesn't just recall the major events in your life. He remembers what makes you, you. If you casually mention your favorite dessert, he surprises you with it one evening without you reminding him. If you share your fears, he reassures you in ways that make you feel truly safe. His memory isn't just sharp, it's selective for the things that matter to you. That's because he sees listening as an act of love. He listens, even when you're silent. True listening goes beyond words. Sometimes what you don't say speaks louder than anything. A man who listens with his soul notices your body language, your energy, and the subtle shifts in your emotions. He can tell when something is off, even when you say you're fine. He doesn't pressure you to talk, but gives you space, letting you know he's there when you're ready. He recognizes when you need comfort, even if you don't ask for it. This kind of emotional intelligence isn't something all men have. It comes from deep love and connection. It means he values your emotions enough to pay attention beyond just your words. He makes you feel heard and understood. Many people listen simply to respond, but a man who loves from the heart listens to understand. He doesn't dismiss your thoughts, judge your feelings, or rush to give solutions when all you need is someone to hold space for you. When you talk, you feel safe, respected, and valued. He doesn't make you feel like a burden. Instead, his attention reassures you that what you say matters. In a world where everyone is in a rush to speak, Being truly heard is one of the deepest forms of love. His listening strengthens the relationship. When a man listens with his soul, the relationship deepens in ways that words alone cannot achieve. Communication becomes effortless because you know he genuinely cares about what you have to say. There's no need to beg for his attention or feel unheard. This kind of listening builds trust. You know you can share anything without fear of being ignored or judged. Emotional security. You feel safe opening up, knowing he values your thoughts and emotions. Connection. Conversations become meaningful, leading to a bond that grows stronger over time. In a world full of distractions, a man who listens with his soul is rare. He doesn't just hear your words. He listens to your heart, your fears, and your dreams. And when you find a man like this, you realize that real love isn't about extravagant gestures. It's about the simple act of being seen, heard, and understood. Number 2, he prioritizes her happiness. In a world that often revolves around personal desires and ambitions, a man who loves with all his heart understands that true happiness comes from shared joy. When a man prioritizes the happiness of the woman he loves, it is more than just an act of kindness. It's a manifestation of his deep, unconditional love. Love is selfless, not self-centered. When a man genuinely loves, his focus naturally shifts from me to us. It's not about what makes him happy, but about what brings joy, peace, and fulfillment to his partner. He recognizes that his own happiness is deeply intertwined with hers. His life isn't solely about chasing his own dreams. Instead, he strives to create an environment where both of their dreams can flourish. This does not mean he sacrifices his own happiness or self-care. True love is about balance, but he sees her joy as something worth striving for, something he takes pride in. He makes sacrifices without hesitation. One of the clearest signs a man truly prioritizes his partner's happiness is his willingness to make sacrifices for her well-being. Whether it's adjusting his schedule to spend time together, giving up an evening with friends to be there for her when she needs support, or working through a tough situation because it matters to her, he does these things without complaint. His sacrifices are never seen as burdens. Instead, they are acts of love that demonstrate he values her happiness above temporary inconveniences. A man who prioritizes her happiness isn't counting the cost of his efforts. He's simply doing what needs to be done to ensure she feels valued and cared for. He takes time to understand what makes her happy. A man who loves deeply doesn't assume he knows what makes her happy. He takes time to learn about her preferences, her passions, and the small things that brighten her day. Perhaps it's the way she smiles when she talks about her favorite book, or the sparkle in her eyes when she mentions an old hobby. Maybe it's the comfort she finds in quiet moments, or the way she beams when she's surrounded by loved ones. He doesn't just want to know the obvious things. He observes her, listens to her, and makes an effort to understand what truly makes her heart sing. This kind of understanding allows him to make meaningful gestures, whether it's planning a surprise getaway based on her favorite destination or making her a cup of tea exactly the way she likes it. He becomes attuned to her needs and desires, and he brings them to life. His happiness is tied to hers. When a man loves from the heart, his happiness doesn't come from simply achieving his own goals, but from witnessing the joy of the woman he cherishes. His greatest reward isn't the trophies or accolades he earns. It's the moments when she smiles, when she feels at peace, or when she knows she's loved beyond measure. Her happiness becomes his motivation. When she feels supported, loved, and uplifted, it strengthens their bond, and in return, he feels fulfilled. He doesn't see her happiness as something separate from his own. Rather, it becomes a shared experience, one where both of them are nurtured and encouraged. He supports her in achieving her own joy. Prioritizing her happiness isn't just about doing things that bring joy to her. It's also about empowering her to find her own happiness. A man who loves her deeply wants her to feel complete, independent, and confident in her own journey. He supports her goals and ambitions, not out of obligation, but because he wants to see her thrive. Whether it's pushing her to follow her dreams, encouraging her to take a break when she's overwhelmed, or simply being there as a steady source of support, He recognizes that her happiness is essential to the overall harmony of their relationship. He isn't threatened by her success or happiness. He celebrates it. He's not looking for validation through her, but instead seeks to lift her up so that she can shine in her own right. Happiness is a shared experience. A man who prioritizes her happiness knows that joy in a relationship is never one-sided. True fulfillment comes when both partners nurture each other's emotional well-being. The happiness of one becomes the happiness of the other. In this partnership, both individuals bring their best selves to the table, creating a dynamic of mutual care and respect. He understands that when she's happy, the entire relationship benefits. There's more laughter, more affection, and more of the shared experiences that make life worthwhile. In conclusion, when a man prioritizes her happiness, it's not about superficial gestures or trying to win her affection. It's about genuinely valuing her joy as a reflection of his love and respect. He does this not out of obligation, but because he understands that the foundation of a loving, lasting relationship is built on the happiness and well-being of both partners. Number 3, he protects her not just physically, but emotionally. True love isn't just about physical safety or the ability to shield someone from external threats. It's about creating a space where the person you love feels safe, understood, and valued on a deeper emotional level. When a man loves from the heart, he doesn't just protect her from physical harm, but he also safeguards her heart, mind, and soul. Emotional safety is just as important as physical safety. While physical protection is often the most visible form of care, emotional protection is equally, if not more, important. A man who truly loves his partner is keenly aware of the emotional landscape around him. He knows that her heart is fragile, that her mind may be clouded by doubts, and that her spirit may be weighed down by the pressures of life. And so he takes it upon himself to be a source of calm and security, someone she can turn to without fear of judgment, rejection, or misunderstanding. This means that when she is vulnerable, stressed, or feeling down, he doesn't react with frustration or impatience. Instead, he listens, provides comfort, and reassures her. He protects her from the emotional turbulence that life can bring, offering her a steady hand to hold on to. He creates a safe emotional space for her to be herself. A man who protects her emotionally doesn't just act as a shield. He also creates an environment where she feels free to be herself, without fear of judgment or criticism. He encourages her to express her feelings openly, knowing that emotional vulnerability is a crucial part of connection. In this space, there is no need to hide behind walls or wear a mask. He sees her imperfections, her fears, and her flaws, and he loves her not in spite of them, but because of them. He doesn't try to fix her emotions or brush them aside when they're difficult. Instead, he holds space for her to experience her feelings, providing comfort and understanding without pressuring her to get over it or move on. This kind of emotional protection nurtures her mental well-being and strengthens the bond between them. He defends her from harmful words and situations. Sometimes the most hurtful things aren't physical attacks. They're the words and situations that slowly chip away at a person's confidence, self-worth, and happiness. A man who loves with his whole heart is keenly aware of how others treat his partner, and he doesn't stand idly by when she is mistreated or hurt. Whether it's a casual insult from someone who doesn't understand her, or a more serious emotional attack from a toxic individual, he steps in to defend her. This doesn't always mean confrontation. Often, his protection is subtle, stepping in to change the subject, standing up for her without making a scene, or offering support when she's faced with a challenging person or situation. He makes it clear that he will always be her protector, not just in the physical sense, but in the emotional battles she faces as well. He reassures her when she doubts herself. Self-doubt is a quiet enemy that can erode confidence and self-esteem over time. A man who protects her emotionally knows that her inner struggles deserve just as much attention as the external challenges she faces. He steps in when she's questioning her worth or feeling overwhelmed by insecurity, offering words of encouragement and reminding her of her strength and beauty. He doesn't dismiss her doubts as trivial. He listens to her concerns with empathy and reassures her that she's enough just as she is. His belief in her helps her to regain her own belief, and this emotional protection allows her to feel more confident and secure in herself. He never uses her vulnerability against her. One of the deepest forms of emotional protection is trust. When a man truly loves, he understands the power of vulnerability, and he treats it with the utmost respect. He knows that when she opens up about her fears, her past, or her insecurities, it is an act of profound trust. He never uses these moments of vulnerability against her in future arguments or manipulates them for his own gain. Instead, he cherishes and guards her heart, honoring her willingness to be open and honest. When she is vulnerable, he sees it as an opportunity to grow closer and strengthen their bond, not as ammunition for a fight. He knows when to step back and when to step in. Sometimes, protecting her emotionally doesn't mean taking control or intervening. It means giving her the space to deal with her emotions on her own. A man who loves from the heart knows when to step back and allow her to process her feelings independently. He understands that emotional protection is about balance. Sometimes she just needs time, space, and the freedom to work through her thoughts. Number 4, he stays patient during difficult moments. Patience is often regarded as one of the most crucial virtues in any relationship. And a man who loves from the heart knows how to practice it during even the most challenging times. When things get tough, whether it's because of external circumstances, personal struggles, or conflicts within the relationship, his ability to remain calm and patient speaks volumes about the depth of his love and commitment. He understands that love isn't just about being there for the good times, but showing unwavering support through the trials and tribulations. Patience through emotional turmoil. Every relationship faces difficult moments, but it's during emotional upheavals when a man's true character is revealed. When his partner is overwhelmed with stress, sadness, or frustration, a man who loves deeply doesn't react impulsively or make her feel like she's burdening him. Instead, he offers her the patience she needs to express herself, process her feelings, and work through her emotions at her own pace. Rather than rushing her to get over it, he stays by her side, providing a steady, calming presence. He understands that healing takes time and that emotional wounds cannot always be fixed immediately. His patience shows that he values her emotional well-being and that he is committed to standing by her, no matter how long it takes for her to find peace. He doesn't rush to solve the problem. When a woman is facing challenges, it can be tempting for a partner to jump in with solutions or advice. While offering solutions can sometimes be helpful, a man who truly loves from the heart knows that sometimes the best thing he can do is simply be present. He doesn't try to fix everything right away or assume that he knows the best course of action. Instead, he listens first, allowing her to vent or share her thoughts without feeling the pressure to immediately resolve the issue. By staying patient, he allows her the space to find her own solutions, providing encouragement when needed, but never imposing his will. His patience demonstrates that he trusts her ability to navigate her challenges and that he respects her autonomy. He remains calm. During conflict, arguments and disagreements are inevitable in any relationship, but it's how a man handles conflict that truly shows the depth of his love. A man who stays patient during these difficult moments refrains from raising his voice, making harsh comments, or storming off when things get tense. Instead, he focuses on staying calm and composed, even when emotions are high. He understands that getting defensive or resorting to anger only escalates the situation. Instead, he listens with an open mind, giving his partner the space to express herself without interruption. He may take a moment to collect his thoughts before responding, ensuring that his words are measured, thoughtful, and respectful. This approach helps to de-escalate the conflict and creates an environment where both partners feel heard and valued. His patience during conflict not only helps resolve the issue at hand, but also strengthens the trust between them, as it fosters a sense of security and respect in the relationship. He understands that growth takes time. Love isn't always easy, and people don't always change overnight. A man who loves from the heart understands that personal growth is a process. Whether his partner is working on her career, battling insecurities, or striving to improve certain aspects of herself, he remains patient, knowing that progress takes time. He doesn't expect perfection and isn't quick to judge when things don't go as planned. Instead, he encourages her, celebrates her small victories, and reminds her of her progress when she feels discouraged. His patience in allowing her the time and space to grow creates a nurturing environment that helps both of them thrive individually and as a couple. He knows that a healthy relationship is built on mutual support, and that means being patient through each other's growth journeys. Patience with external challenges. Life is full of external pressures, financial difficulties, career setbacks, health problems, or family challenges that can place immense stress on a relationship. A man who loves from the heart is someone who stays calm and patient even when these outside forces threaten to disrupt their harmony. He doesn't let stress or external factors drive a wedge between him and his partner. Instead, he handles these challenges together, reassuring her that they will face it as a team. Rather than blaming each other for things outside their control, he remains focused on finding solutions together and providing emotional support during difficult times. His patience in dealing with external challenges strengthens the foundation of their relationship, reinforcing the idea that they can weather any storm as long as they remain united. He practices patience with himself. Patience isn't only about how a man reacts to his partner, it also extends to how he treats himself. When a man truly loves from the heart, he doesn't rush or pressure himself to be perfect or to meet unrealistic expectations. He understands that growth, both individually and as a partner, takes time. He practices self-compassion and doesn't beat himself up when things don't go as planned. By being patient with himself, he models a healthy approach to challenges and setbacks. He demonstrates that it's okay to make mistakes, learn, and grow, and that a relationship is about supporting each other through both the good and bad times. Conclusion: the power of patience in love. A man who stays patient during difficult moments shows a profound level of commitment to his partner. He understands that love is not just about the easy moments, but about navigating the tough times together with grace, understanding, and respect. His patience fosters trust, emotional security, and a deep sense of loyalty, creating a foundation for a strong and lasting relationship. Number 5, he supports her dreams as if they were his own. When a man truly loves from the heart, one of the most significant expressions of that love is his unwavering support for his partner's dreams and aspirations. Love isn't just about being there for the good times or sharing in common goals. It's about being fully invested in the things that matter most to the other person. Supporting her dreams is a profound act of love, showing that he believes in her potential, respects her desires, and is committed to helping her achieve her goals, no matter how big or small. Believing in her potential. A man who loves her deeply doesn't just support her dreams in a superficial way. He genuinely believes in her potential. He sees the limitless possibilities in her and encourages her to pursue her passions, even when she has doubts. When she feels unsure or insecure, he reminds her of her strengths and talents, helping her see the greatness within herself that she may not always recognize. His belief in her dreams goes beyond simply cheering her on. It's an unwavering, steadfast belief that she has the power to accomplish whatever she sets her mind to, no matter the obstacles or challenges. By nurturing this confidence in her, he gives her the courage to pursue her goals with determination and self-assurance. He makes sacrifices to support. Her supporting her dreams often involves making sacrifices, and a man who loves her will gladly make these sacrifices, knowing that his efforts will help her grow and flourish. Whether it's adjusting his own schedule, putting aside his personal plans, or offering financial or emotional support, he is willing to put her dreams on the same pedestal as his own. For example, he may work long hours to support her education or career goals, or he may give up personal time to help her work on a project she's passionate about. This sacrifice isn't a burden for him, rather it's a sign of his commitment and love. He finds joy in supporting her, knowing that her success is also a shared success for both of them. He encourages her to take risks. Chasing dreams often requires taking risks, and it's not always easy to step out of one's comfort zone. However, a man who loves her truly will encourage her to take those risks. He knows that growth comes from pushing beyond limitations, and he wants her to experience everything life has to offer, even if it means stepping into the unknown. Whether it's switching careers, moving to a new city, or starting a new venture, he reassures her that it's okay to take the leap, and he will be there to catch her if she falls. He doesn't hold her back due to his own fears or insecurities, but instead pushes her to go after what she wants with all the courage she has inside. This kind of encouragement helps her face challenges head-on, knowing that no matter what happens, he has her back. He celebrates her achievements, big and small. A man who loves her with all his heart doesn't wait until the finish line to celebrate her achievements. He takes the time to acknowledge and celebrate her progress along the way, no matter how small the steps may seem. Whether it's completing a difficult project, receiving a recognition at work, or simply staying consistent in her efforts, he is her biggest cheerleader. This constant celebration of her efforts not only boosts her confidence, but also reinforces the idea that her dreams matter and are worth striving for. By recognizing and celebrating her accomplishments, he makes her feel seen, appreciated, and supported. He offers constructive feedback, not criticism. There will be times when her path toward achieving her dreams isn't smooth. She may face setbacks, disappointments, or even failures along the way. In those moments, a man who truly loves her doesn't criticize or put her down. Instead, he offers constructive feedback, guidance that helps her learn from her experiences and move forward. He encourages her to see setbacks as opportunities for growth rather than as signs of failure. His feedback is always positive, focused on how she can improve and move forward, rather than tearing her down or making her feel inadequate. He understands that achieving dreams requires perseverance, and he's always there to lift her up when things get tough. He takes pride in her success. When she succeeds, he feels a sense of pride, not because he is seeking recognition, but because her success is a reflection of the partnership and the love they share. A man who supports her dreams doesn't feel threatened or jealous of her achievements. Instead, he takes joy in them as if they were his own. He understands that their love is a team effort, and when she reaches new heights, it's a testament to the support, encouragement, and love he has shown her. He rejoices in her accomplishments, knowing that by helping her succeed, they both grow stronger as individuals and as partners. He helps her stay grounded. While chasing dreams is exciting, it can also lead to moments of overwhelm or distraction. A loving man helps her stay grounded during those times when the pressures of pursuing her goals become too much. He reminds her of her values, her purpose, and the things that truly matter in life. By keeping her focused and grounded, he ensures that her dreams remain aligned with her true passions and not just external expectations or fleeting desires. He helps her maintain balance in her life, supporting her in such a way that her dreams don't come at the cost of her well-being or happiness. He is her safe space when she feels doubt. Even the most driven individuals experience moments of doubt. When she questions whether she's on the right path or whether her dreams are worth pursuing, a man who loves her stays calm and supportive. He is her safe space, offering her a listening ear and words of reassurance when she feels insecure or overwhelmed. Rather than dismissing her feelings or telling her to just keep going, he validates her emotions and helps her process any self-doubt. His support during these vulnerable moments reinforces that her dreams are worth fighting for, and no matter what happens, he will be there for her. Conclusion: a shared vision for the future. A man who loves her deeply supports her dreams not because it benefits him, but because he wants to see her live her fullest, most authentic life. When he supports her dreams, he shows that he truly cares about her happiness, her growth, and her success. In doing so, he contributes to a partnership that is built on mutual respect, encouragement, and a shared vision for the future. Supporting her dreams is not about playing second fiddle to her aspirations, but about joining forces to help both partners achieve their fullest potential. By doing so, they build a relationship rooted in love, trust, and the belief that, together, they can accomplish anything. Number 6, he expresses love in the smallest ways. While grand gestures of love are often celebrated, it is the smallest expressions of affection that truly demonstrate the depth and authenticity of a man's love. A man who loves from the heart understands that love isn't always about extravagant gifts or dramatic displays. It's about the everyday actions that show he cares. These subtle, thoughtful gestures might go unnoticed by others, but they make all the difference in a relationship. They add up to create a foundation of trust, connection, and intimacy that forms the bedrock of a strong, enduring love. His words are thoughtful and genuine. One of the simplest yet most profound ways a man expresses love is through his words. A man who loves deeply isn't just waiting for special occasions to tell his partner how much she means to him. Instead, he finds everyday moments to express his feelings. A good morning text, a compliment on her appearance, or a simple "I'm proud of you" are all ways he makes her feel valued. These words are sincere and meaningful, not just empty phrases. When he speaks to her, he chooses his words with care, ensuring that they convey his true feelings. He isn't afraid to express vulnerability and affection, reinforcing the emotional connection they share. These small expressions of love remind her, time and again, that she is cherished and that she matters to him. He makes the everyday special. A man who truly loves her finds ways to make the ordinary moments feel special. Whether it's preparing her favorite coffee in the morning, taking an interest in her day, or just sitting together in silence, these small acts speak volumes. He knows that love isn't just about the big events like anniversaries or birthdays. It's about making every day count by showing that he's paying attention to her needs and desires. For instance, if she's had a long day, he might prepare her favorite meal or offer a relaxing gesture like running her a bath or setting up a cozy movie night. These thoughtful, everyday actions show that he is invested in her happiness and well-being, not just in the significant milestones of life. He offers small acts of kindness. A man who loves her from the heart is always looking for opportunities to make her life easier or more joyful, even in small ways. Whether it's holding the door open, carrying her bag, or taking care of something she's been meaning to do but hasn't had time for, these little gestures are an expression of his affection. He might leave a note for her to find, telling her he loves her or reminding her how amazing she is. He notices the little things that make her life easier or more pleasant, and he makes a conscious effort to do them. These acts of kindness may seem small, but over time, they build up to create a deep sense of security and care in the relationship. He pays attention to her needs. One of the most powerful ways a man can express love is by simply paying attention to his partner's needs, both big and small. He notices when she's feeling stressed, tired, or unwell, and he responds accordingly. Perhaps he makes her a cup of tea when she's feeling under the weather, or he gives her space when she needs it. He takes the time to really listen when she talks, making her feel heard and understood. This level of attentiveness shows that he cares about her well-being on a deeper level. It's not just about doing what's expected, but about doing things that make her feel loved and cared for, even when she's not asking for it. This thoughtful attention to detail, whether it's remembering her favorite flower or noticing when she's feeling down, is one of the most intimate ways he shows his love. He shows affection in subtle ways. Physical affection doesn't always have to be passionate or grand. A man who loves from the heart knows that small, subtle acts of affection, like holding hands, brushing a strand of hair from her face, or giving her a gentle kiss on the forehead, can be just as powerful as any romantic gesture. These small touches communicate warmth, affection, and tenderness, reinforcing the emotional bond they share. He understands that affection is a form of connection, and these gestures are a way for him to stay close to her, both physically and emotionally. When he expresses love in these small, intimate ways, he creates a sense of safety and belonging, where she feels valued and cherished in every moment, not just the big ones. He remembers the little things that matter to her. A man who loves from the heart takes note of the small details that matter to her. He remembers her favorite book, the song that reminds her of happy times, or the dish she loves but rarely gets to have. These seemingly insignificant details show that he is paying attention to her in a way that reflects deep affection and care. By remembering these little things, he demonstrates that he sees her as an individual, not just as part of the relationship. He knows her likes and dislikes, her dreams and fears, and he makes an effort to surprise her with things that make her feel seen and appreciated. This level of attention fosters an emotional intimacy that strengthens their connection. He is present in the moment. A man who loves her from the heart doesn't just show his love through actions and words. He also expresses it by being present in the moment. Whether they're spending quality time together or simply sharing a quiet evening at home, he is fully engaged, focusing on her and the connection they share. He puts away distractions like his phone and gives her his undivided attention. By being present, he creates a space where their love can grow and deepen. In today's fast-paced world, being truly present is a small yet significant way to show someone they are loved and valued. He expresses his love without expecting anything in return. When a man expresses love through small acts, he does so not for recognition or validation, but because it's an authentic reflection of his feelings. He doesn't expect anything in return for his gestures. He simply gives because he wants to make her happy. This selflessness is one of the purest forms of love, showing that he's not looking for praise but for the happiness and well-being of his partner. Conclusion: the power of small gestures in love. While grand gestures can be impressive, it's the small, everyday acts of love that truly build the foundation of a strong, enduring relationship. A man who expresses love through these little gestures shows that he cares not only in the big moments, but also in the quiet, ordinary moments of life. These small acts of affection create a deeper, more intimate bond, reminding her constantly that she is loved, appreciated, and valued, not just on special occasions, but every single day. Number 7, he stays committed through every season. True love is not just about the euphoric moments of joy and excitement. It's about the unwavering commitment to stand by each other through every season of life, whether it's the calm, serene days or the turbulent, stormy ones. A man who loves from the heart demonstrates his love by remaining steadfast and committed through all of life's changes and challenges, not just when things are easy. He understands that love isn't conditional, it's a choice, and that choice is reaffirmed with each new season that life brings. Through the good times, in the moments when life is flowing smoothly, when happiness seems to be abundant, a man who loves from the heart makes the conscious decision to stay engaged, present, and emotionally invested. Whether they're celebrating a milestone, enjoying a vacation together, or just sharing quiet moments of joy, he's not just passively along for the ride, he's fully present, cherishing every single moment with her, knowing that the beauty of love lies in these everyday blessings. During the good times, his commitment shines through his appreciation for their shared moments. He celebrates her successes, supports her dreams, and is truly grateful for the relationship they have built. He doesn't take their bond for granted, knowing that these moments of joy are to be cherished as part of the ongoing journey together. He doesn't just enjoy the easy moments, he nurtures them, fostering a deeper connection that strengthens the love they share. Through the difficult times, life, however, is not always smooth sailing. There will be challenges, whether they come in the form of external pressures, health struggles, financial stress, or personal struggles. It's during these difficult times that a man who truly loves from the heart demonstrates the depth of his commitment. Commitment during hardship means standing beside her, offering emotional support, and helping her navigate through difficult emotions or situations. A man who loves from the heart is not someone who walks away when things get tough. Instead, he becomes a source of strength, offering a steady hand to hold and a compassionate ear to listen. He doesn't let life's challenges weaken his love. Instead, he finds new ways to grow closer and more united. He understands that love isn't about avoiding hardship, but facing it together, knowing that the difficulties of life, while painful, can also be an opportunity for growth. Staying committed through difficult times means making a conscious decision to put in the effort, to be understanding, patient, and caring when the other person needs it most. Through change and growth, life is full of changes, and as individuals grow and evolve, so too will relationships. A man who loves deeply recognizes that both he and his partner will change over time, emotionally, physically, or mentally, and that these changes must be embraced, not feared. Commitment through change is about supporting each other as they evolve into the people they are becoming. Whether it's changes in career, personal values, or aspirations, he is committed to helping her through her growth journey, He is not threatened by her transformation. Instead, he encourages her to evolve into the best version of herself. His commitment does not waver because of change. It is reinforced as he stands by her side, cheering her on as she reaches for new goals, faces new challenges, and embraces new opportunities. Through these changes, he remains patient and understanding, always willing to adjust and find new ways to support her. He embraces her growth, knowing that their relationship is also growing and adapting with each passing year. Through times of distance. Sometimes life demands physical or emotional distance, whether it's because of work commitments, personal space, or even moments of emotional disconnect. A committed man who loves her will not let these periods of distance weaken the foundation of their relationship. Commitment through distance is about trust, patience, and the belief that even when they are apart, physically or emotionally, the love between them remains unwavering. He recognizes that space is sometimes needed for personal growth, reflection, or to work through challenges independently. His commitment during these times is demonstrated by his willingness to give her the room she needs while maintaining a steady, supportive presence from afar. During these times, he continues to show his love in the ways that matter, through thoughtful messages, checking in on her well-being, and reminding her that no matter the distance, he will always be there for her. He doesn't let distance create a divide. Instead, he uses it as an opportunity to strengthen his love, knowing that true commitment isn't about constant proximity, but about remaining emotionally and mentally connected no matter the circumstances. Through times of conflict. No relationship is without its disagreements or misunderstandings. During times of conflict, a man who loves from the heart does not view arguments or disagreements as reasons to give up. Instead, he views them as opportunities to strengthen their bond. Commitment through conflict means staying calm, focusing on communication, and working together to resolve issues, rather than letting anger or frustration dictate his actions. When conflict arises, he doesn't walk away or shut down. He stays open, patient, and understanding, striving to understand her perspective, even when emotions are high. He avoids blame and instead works toward finding solutions together, always seeking to improve the relationship, not just to win the argument. He understands that conflict is a natural part of any relationship, and that how they handle these moments will define their connection in the long run. Through conflict, his commitment is shown in his willingness to work through the tough moments, knowing that love requires effort, communication, and compromise. Through the seasons of life, birth, death, and everything in between. Life's biggest changes, births, deaths, milestones, and transitions, are all part of the seasons a man and his partner go through together. In moments of immense joy or profound loss, his commitment is evident in how he shows up for her. Whether they're celebrating the birth of a child, supporting each other through the loss of a loved one, or navigating significant life milestones, he remains a steady and loving presence. Commitment through these profound moments is a reminder that love is not just about being together when things are easy, but being together through the most impactful and transformative experiences of life. In times of joy, he rejoices with her. In times of sorrow, he grieves with her. He doesn't retreat in the face of difficulty. He embraces the experience, ensuring that they face it together. Conclusion: a commitment beyond circumstance. A man who loves from the heart understands that love is a constant choice, not one dependent on circumstances. He remains committed through every season of life, the good, the bad, the joyous, and the difficult. His love doesn't waver with the changing tides. It endures and grows no matter what life throws their way. His commitment is unwavering, reinforcing the strength of their bond and the depth of his love. In every season of life, he shows that his love isn't fleeting. It's a promise to stand by her side, to support her through every change, and to always be there, no matter what. True love is not conditional. It is steadfast, enduring, and always present through every season of life.